when we think about who traces their lineage back, that is again a debate that is used to try to silence the rest of this movement. It's a distraction tactic because what we want to do is instead of focusing on again what the system did, who did it.
What else do the Democrats have? Well, they have race. And with race comes white people bad, black people good. Give us your cash. Here is Pennsylvania Representative Summer Lee, and she wants your money, Whitey.
Has been exactly what does your resolution really aim for? Is it that black Americans of a certain economic level, are they being targeted? Is it everyone? So basically, it doesn't matter as to what economic level. It's pretty much all black Americans. What about those individuals of any race that have a lineage going back to slave America? It doesn't matter.
So to be very clear, whether or not a black black descendant of American chattel slavery were able to break into the middle class, they are still, and they were able to do that despite the harms, despite the past injustices done to them. So they are not excluded from the reparation and the remedies therein. When we think about who traces their lineage back, that is again a debate that is used to try to silence the rest of this movement. It's a distraction tactic because what we want to do is instead of focusing on again what the system did, who did it, and what the impact of it was, we'd rather get bogged down in, well, should they make $25 an hour or should they be paid below a living wage, right? Should they have been educated, or if they're educated, is that disqualified? No, they're black. If they are black and they're descendants of slaves, then they were directly in the lineage of harm. If they are descendant of Jim Crow policies in this country, they are the direct descendants and current living recipients of that harm. If they are living today, then we are still harmed by inequitable funding schemes of public schools. We're still harmed by being black or brown or poor and living nearer to environmental hazards all over this country. If you are black in this country right now, you are still less likely to be able to acquire a loan. The interest rates are still higher for black folks who are attempting to buy homes or go to school. We are still discriminated because of our hair, because of our names, when we go to get jobs.
All right, first off, I don't know why that video was played in 2x speed. That was not Connor fiddling with it. For some reason, that's just the way it came to us. Let me just be clear, lady. You can't have my money, okay? That's number one. You cannot have it. It's mine. I earned it. I paid taxes for it, and I'm going to use it as I see fit. Also, my ancestors had an awful tough time in the countries they came from and were holocausted and pogromed and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm not asking you for anything, right? We all got a chance here in America. That's the beauty of America. What you do with it is up to you. Doesn't mean everything was always right, really doesn't. But just taking from some to give to others at your whim. Also, as if there's a number, there's a magic number. You know what? Every white person should give every black person $20,000, and then every black person will have $20,000. Well, you know what? We're done with racism, guys. We're wrapping it up. Wrap it up. We figured it out. We solved it. We gave them their cash. No, you know what it will do? It will perpetuate an even more perverse version of racism, because 2-3 generations later, when it hasn't worked out, because that $20,000 or $50,000 or $100,000 or $1 million per black person, when that hasn't solved all of the problems because it's an impossibility, then you're going to have the generation, two generations down, going, my ancestors sold me out from the 7 generations before that who were slaves for $100,000, and then all hell will break out even more. And also, if you forcibly take from some people, why should someone who came to America from Eastern Europe or from Asia or anywhere else and came over with nothing but a suitcase and worked real hard and then paid attention to family and education and all of those things and played by the rules and did it right, why should you take money from them to give to a person of a specific skin color? You would do that if you want to perpetuate racism. You know how you also might get people to be racist? You discriminate against them when it comes to college admissions. So if you want to take a bunch of Asian people and make them hate black people, well, you're doing a hell of a job, Harvard, because that's what you have been doing.